Hey guys, I'm back finally. Okay, let's go over what we covered for this week, week 18. So we did for timeline, we did Battleship again, and um, the kids did good. We got it down to the last one and they were able to find it. And then we continued on with our areas. And for the areas, we've been singing the song, which I'll sing. But then we've also just been finding the shapes. So I just grabbed a rectangle, a square, and then just a little triangle. And we've been doing the hide it in the room and then find it. And then we do the hot and cold where we slowly get louder as the student gets closer to where it's hidden. And so for that one, I'll go through and I'll even sing the area of a circle as well, just so you can hear the whole song. So it's the area of a rectangle equals length times width. The area of a square equals length of its side squared s squared. The area of a triangle equals 1/2 base times height. The area of a circle equals pi times the radius squared. And that will be next week. We'll finish up the song. And then during review, I just have us sing the whole song through so that we can cover what we've already gone over and then the new grammar for that week. For history, we talked about the mound builders. And for this one, we did some actions with it. So we did jumping jacks, we did wall sits, and we did, I can't remember what the other one was, but just fun ways to get moving. And then we also used the sign language for A for the Adena, H for the Hopewell, and then M for the Mississippians. So circa 1000 BC to AD 1450, 3 North American mound building civilizations were the Adena, the Hopewell, and the Mississippians. So it's always good to get movement in, and that seemed to help the kids focus on repeating the memory work, but then also getting that movement in. For geography, we just sat on the floor and went over it, and it's Mesoamerica, so it's going to be the zoomed up portion of our maps. And we highlighted this week the civilizations, so where the Olmec, the Maya, and the Aztec civilizations were. So then we were able to go back to and reference our history sentence that talked about those civilizations. So we sang that, and then we worked our way through Gulf of Mexico. And then for the Yucatan Peninsula, it kind of looks like a thumbs up. So we were like, you can do it. And we said Yucatan Peninsula. But then you'll see on your maps that in the zoomed up portion, it's just that shaded area. That's where you're looking for the Olmec civilization, the Maya civilization, and the Aztec civilization. For science, we had a fun song, which was a lot of words, so I don't think they picked it up in class, but I'll sing it for you now. That way you guys, if you want to do it at home, you can. So it's what are 4 types of ocean floors, and then we sang it to the tune of Under the Sea. And so it went, under the sea, what are 4 types of ocean floor waiting for me? Continental shelf is shallow, abyssal plain is dark and low, mid-ocean ridge trenches are big, under the sea. So the kids were kind of mixed feelings on that one. So take it or leave it. But it is a fun way to remember that we're under the sea, and then it kind of tells you a little bit about their characteristics too. For English, we are almost done with our helping verb list, and so I will sing that song for you as well, and I'll sing the whole song. We only have 1 more week of this, and then it is done. So we start with the definition, and then we sing through the whole list and then end it. And today, with that, we were able to play musical chairs because the list is getting so long now, and the kids always enjoy musical chairs. So for English, we start with a helping verb helps, another verb assert, action being or existence. Sing this list with me. Oh, do, does, did, has, have, had, may, must, might. Should, could, would, shall, will, can, these are my helping verbs. And yeah, it's a really fun, quick song, and it's a great way to interact with it by having the musical chairs. For Latin, we're repeating again, so it was the second declension noun endings. So we ended up going over it quickly in review because we kind of got a late start today. So just for that, we just remember that like we're using our one hand for the singular and we're holding up two fingers. So then we can say second declension noun endings, and then we go like this, like an octopus. So it's us, e, o, o. And then whenever we're doing plural, then we're using both hands to remember that it's plural. And for this one, you're stinging like a bee. So e, orm, east, os, east. And then you can remember that it's east by like moving your fingers like geese wings, so like geese. So e, or, me, sos, ease, for that one. And then for that one, just that's the biggest thing is to remember like either the one hand or both hands, and then that can help trigger the memory for which declension endings are we doing. For our review game today, I split them into two teams, and then we were throwing a ball into a cup, and that's how they got points, and just moving through the review work quickly. For our science, we did the push-up and the updraft. We were just going over a lot of talking about atmospheric pressure, and not next week, but week 20, we'll be doing the parts of the atmosphere. So we started to cover that by talking about the troposphere this week. But what was fun about this one was obviously using the toaster and seeing it make the paper move. So we were able to observe that air molecules are moving faster with heat because we held them without not over the toaster, so not where the heat source was coming from, and they just kind of sat there. And then we noticed that as we were talking, some of the air moved around, so that we were moving the air molecules that way. But then we took our little twirlies, spirals, and we held them over the toaster, and then they started spinning really fast. So that was a great way to really be able to see a visual of those air molecules moving. And we talked about how when they heat up, they bounce around and they spread out. And then when air cools, it becomes more dense. The molecules slow down and they don't move as much. So, I think that is it for this week. Yeah, it's been so much fun. Sorry I haven't been putting videos out. But yeah, I'll try and keep doing that. And then if you have any questions, shoot them my way. And I'll send links for the ladies who originated the songs that we sang in class today, so you can listen to those. All right? Have a great week.